you ready to kick back and get inspired? Grab your favorite drink, pop the top, and join the Side Hustle Squad with Mike Garvey. This podcast is the perfect resource for anyone who's already started their side hustle or is just considering taking the leap. With in-depth interviews featuring guests from the green industry and beyond, you'll gain valuable insights and learn what it takes to succeed in running a business while juggling a full-time career. From personal stories to practical tips, the Side Hustle Squad podcast has everything you need to turn your passion into a thriving business. Now, here's your Side Hustle Squad host, Mike Garvey.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your host, Mike Garvey, with the Side Hustle Squad podcast with my co-host, Larry Delasanti. Larry, how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Another day. Got some exciting news to announce.
You having
ready?
another baby?
God, no.
Oh,
Imagine.
That's exciting.
I look like I'm having another baby.
Oh, you're having the baby?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm already showing.
Come on. Let's hear the news.
So the news is, drum roll.
The suspense. Come on.
Suspense. So Naylor Taliaferro from LCR Media Podcast has reached out. We will be at Equip Expo 2024, bringing the show to Pod Row 2024, bringing the show live to Equip.
Woo! Hit this clap. We have a clap button?
Wait.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, I hit the right one. It's still going.
Well, people are cheering for us, man.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're there.
Wow, I'm so glad I hit the right one.
Yeah.
Because there's other
Good thing
ones
you
on
hit
here.
That would have been bad. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. That would have been bad. But the cheer one's good.
Hey, we're going to Pod Row at Equip.
Wrong button.
No, we are there.
This is awesome. This is exciting because when you came to me with this, I was like, tell me about it because I want to. I didn't really know, and it's pretty wild. I mean, it's something like we want to do for a couple years. Actually, we're talking about this for over last year.
Yeah,
and it's actually
wanting
happening.
to bring. They should have that down there. It's the Super Bowl essentially, and this is the Super Bowl of the green industry. And they have the morning show. They have Energize, but now they have a place for us to be, which is going to be in that West Wing. They're promoting. There's a whole new outlook and layout for that West Wing now. It's including Pod Row, obviously, more food options, food trucks there. They're really going to expand that whole area, which is going to be the spot to be at.
I think just Podcast Row alone is going to bring a ton of people over to that area because you're going to have some awesome podcasters there, doing their job.
Absolutely,
and it's going to be great.
There's going to be Paul Jameson, Cornell Mack, John Pajak, Naylor, and us.
Yeah,
and
awesome guys.
Yeah, we're super excited. Thank you, Naylor, for this opportunity for us to bring the show. What that's going to look like, we're still planning the logistics of that out. As to hey, I'd love to have some gear there, some giveaways. Going to have our we're in talks with getting our website set up with the store. That's coming. So there's some big things happening. The show's growing. The following is there. And I'm really excited about it. But I think that's something to look forward to see where it's going to go. And it's going to be this is year one. This is going to be a mainstay, I know for sure, because they saw what happened. The people at Equip saw what happened with the morning show.
Yeah, it's packed.
It's packed.
No seats.
There's no seats. There's tons of people, and it's this is people want to be at this stuff. So
and Naylor does everything 100%. Like I mean, we went to his
the LCR summit.
It was
Atlanta.
unbelievable. I mean,
yeah.
So this is going to be probably the same, or if not better, because he's like he doesn't do anything halfway.
No,
it's like 100%.
No, and he does it for the community. And I had a conversation with him on Friday of last week, just about and what his vision is, and this has always been his vision to better the community, grow the community, give back to the community of people that we network with, and I just we're here to share our knowledge. We're here, whatever little knowledge I have. I think it's a good thing to help others.
As you pass it on, you're kind of taking it in, right? Because you're passing it on to this one. Someone's giving you this, so you receive and give, and give, and that's how it should be through the whole industry. That's how I feel. I mean, you help people out. Yeah, you're going to need help one day too.
Could you imagine if there was a podcast in 1996 where you could sit and listen to someone interview someone about something in an industry that you're looking to start a business in?
Yeah, it could be the littlest thing you take from it. One little.
You take one thing from it.
I don't know if I'm going off the subject, but I went on an estimate today for state trooper for a lady who got kind of taken a little bit on her job from the person doing the job. I don't even go that far, but a friend of mine asked me to do it, so I did it. I went out there and looked at it, checked it all out. She asked me, she goes, "How did you learn all this? Like, how did you learn to do the pavers?" She actually asked me that, you know, which no one really ever asked me that before. And I said, honestly, back in the day, I had my own company, and I would work with another guy sometimes, like on the weekends or on a slow week, just doing pavers and retaining walls and learn it. Yeah. And I remember he would do it such a weird way, but it worked. And then it evolved into easier ways and all that. But I mean, he would take string lines 50 times over an area and rake it level. He didn't pull pipes.
Right.
But it worked. His pavers were tight. I mean, he did really good paver work. But he taught me it. He knew I had my own company. He didn't care. He taught me it. It didn't matter to him. It wasn't
to go around.
Yeah, it wasn't you're my competition. I'm not he taught me. Well, if I had a problem, I call him, he come and help me. He showed me stuff. So to have that and I always wanted to be as big as him.
Right.
And then I surpassed him. I was bigger.
Right.
And he wound up getting out of the industry and doing other stuff. But it's just wild how someone asked me how I learned that. And
you reflected
another
on
landscaper taught me it.
Yeah. A good human being.
Yeah.
Who.
And he paid me. It wasn't he taught me and didn't pay me. He paid me.
Yeah. Right.
I worked for the day.
Yeah, but that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, was probably the only way to do it. There was no YouTube.
No YouTube videos.
There's no. What are you going to buy, a VHS about how to build a
How do you build a paver patio?
Seriously, though.
Yeah. They didn't have that.
There's probably a book at Home Depot.
Home Depot wasn't even there back then.
Right. So,
early 90s. I mean, Home Depot was just starting.
Channel. Did you go to, you know what I mean? Did you maybe have a book? Yeah. Maybe one textbook about what,
Yeah, it's true. So I think Naylor and all these, it's all them, Paul Jameson, Naylor. They all help everybody out. Pajak,
yeah,
I mean, they all
John
Pajak. Fulton,
yeah,
they all do it. I mean, I only met Fulton, I think, once or whatever, but he was the nicest guy. When I met him,
absolutely.
But I know he helps out a lot when there's questions and stuff like that. You told me so.
And we have a busy fall winter. I would say it's going to kick off with Equip. And then we're going to follow that up by the Launchpreneur Academy Live LAL 2024 in Detroit. Then I'd like to do the LCR Summit, podcast summit in Atlanta, followed by the Lawn Care Life conference that we missed this last year because I was on a work trip in Alabama, hosted by Paul and Jason Creel and all that. And so
And then followed by the divorce lawyer.
Followed by my work trip. Yeah.
Followed by divorce
lawyer.
Followed
by me getting served by papers. I'm going to move into the basement. No. Yeah. I'm going to move back in with my parents.
Can I come with you?
Oh, you're going to be out too.
I know.
We'll just move in together.
It's all right. Yeah. It's fine. Whatever.
We can only afford a 1-bedroom apartment.
It's fine.
Whatever.
I'm not picky.
We won't afford anything.
Just bring, do we get these couches?
This will all be worth. This will all be
worth it in the long run. Do we get these couches?
But not because we'll lose our whole lives. As long as we get these chairs.
It'll be called Nicole's Landscaping and
Nicole
Becky's Fertilizer. Nicole and Becky's Fertilizer Company. LLC.
Oh, God. Yeah, but that's I haven't told her any of this yet. But
well, she doesn't need to know. It's not important.
She knows about 2 out of the 4. Well, 3 out of the 4. Yeah, but no, I think
they're important.
They're very important.
Every single one of those are super important.
You look at it as 4 networking events throughout the year. It's 1 per quarter.
If you could take one thing from each event, you succeeded. And you'll take way more than one.
Yeah.
You probably can't take it all in because there's so much information that's so important. You need to write it down. Like you saw, we're like, it's.
And then you need to
crazy.
Revisit that. Those notebooks are on my desk.
Yeah, if you don't revisit it, you'll forget it because you're sitting there and your brain cannot absorb the amount of great information you're getting.
Absolutely.
Every second I was looking at you like,
yeah,
why didn't I think of that?
Which is so exciting about this opportunity to have some of these big guests to be going from show to show to show, and then us creating and collaborating with each other. It's just such an exciting opportunity.
Well, it would be really cool down there if we all got on one together.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty wild if we talked to Naylor and then
that's how.
Get one.
Well, I have the capability now to have it a maximum of 8 people on at one point. So I
that'd
think
be wild
to have the row on and before everything kicks off to do a beginning, and that's what I did out at LAL. I had that panel of people of 6 people who we took breaks and went out. We were like I looked at us as the NFL, the guys that, Terry Howie, Jimmy and Michael Strahan, doing the reporting. It felt like that.
That's
it was
awesome,
cool.
yeah.
So, but that's what it's going to be like. And we are going, of course, to there's an LCR summit on the first end of those first couple days on the Monday, Tuesday. So we will be going out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the summit, and then Wednesday, Thursday, the show and podcast row, which is. So it's going to be a 2-day event now is turned into 3, which is now turned into a week-long event.
Yeah.
And it's going to be exciting. So
wait.
I said, to have our website built, to have a store, and I envision, to share some of our resources, to share, what we give to customers, under their, some documents that we can possibly share or possibly do some things with coaching calls in the future. I did some stuff this week, just people reaching out to me about, hey, I want to pick your brain about, I want to add mosquito, and I'm down here in Texas. How would I go about doing that? And I got on some phone calls. But if I can be of value, and you can be of value in on your end, I think that's something that we should explore. So wanted to make that announcement. Side Hustle Squad podcast will be on Pod Row this year. First annual Pod Row. Looking really forward to it. So I hope you guys are excited as we are. We get to see a lot of people, meet a lot of people, interview some big industry people with these companies, and really looking forward to that. So that's some exciting news. We have some other exciting news that we will be coming out with very shortly. We are 7 days away from something very big in our professional and personal lives.
It doesn't turn to 18, but we'll say 7.
Yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
There.
We're almost pushing something across the finish line with another big announcement, and we'll be able to get some photos up on Instagram
some reels,
as to what we're doing. And we'll be able to make an announcement very shortly on some big news in our careers, in our lawn care careers. So I'll leave it at that. Exciting stuff. Pod Row. Book your tickets. Make sure you use our code to buy your tickets for Equip. Get them now. Start booking flights. Start booking hotels.
Man.
Get it all done. There's no reason not to reserve it now.
Fills up quick.
So, get those tickets with the 50% off code that we have in the link to our bio. You're getting a ticket for $12. If you can find a way, everyone should be finding a way to, if you have to go cut your lawns on Saturday and Sunday and Monday to be able to go to this show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you should be doing it.
It's worth it.
This is a not just a show to see equipment. It's evolving into education, mentorship, collaboration.
I think that's getting huge.
Yeah, that's
it's a huge part of it. Even outside of it's just huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't stop. Like the knowledge doesn't stop.
The networking and
it's turning big.
Yeah, and that's what
from when we went the first year to this.
The first year, it was a lot of equipment and it was a lot of like, what are we buying? We were focused on that, but now it's again evolving into. First of all, yes, we do have our own show, but also evolving into. Meeting others, these are your friends now that you see at these events, and it's like
we look forward to that.
Flip the page. Yeah, I used to do it from one year to the next year, but now we're going to 3-4 events a year. We're collaborating and learning more. So, with that, hope you guys are excited as we are. We'll kick it back to Mr. Producer, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Have a good night.